What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Today we are going to be playing the Jimmy Weinert training facility in MX Bikes. This is just released today by Kevin Fuela, and he never disappoints on the track side of things, so I'm really excited for this. We've got two tracks today. So we've got this here, which is the Pro Track, and then over here we've also got what is called the Main Track. So we're going to just dabble in a bit of both of them today, and oh, hang on, another track over there. I guess we've got three tracks. More of like a turn slash rough style track. So we'll do a bit of everything. I've done half a lap on the Pro Track just to see kind of what's what. I'm on the TM 250 today, so I thought I'd mix that up a little bit as well. And we're just going to do a handful of laps on each track and see how it goes, really. I can't remember the last track that I'd done by Kelvin, but I know that he puts a lot of time into his tracks, and I feel like with his tracks, you expect quality, because I believe when he makes tracks, they're paid for by the people that request them. I don't know if he actually does any tracks that are unpaid anymore, and I'm not sure who it was that requested this one be made, but apparently it was a track close to the person that requested it that they used to ride at all the time. So now we get to ride it ourselves in bike, so it should be quite cool, quite interesting. In the half a lap or so that I've done on this Pro Track, I've not touched the Main Track at all, bearing in mind the jumps seem very peaky, and even on this the 250 I was over jumping things. So I'm going to try and wind it back a little bit, not try and send things too hard. And I think by the looks of things, there's not too many situations where if you case a jump, it's going to be like majorly detrimental. So I think I'll be better off maybe just landing on top of a few of them whilst I kind of get to gauging the size. I mean, you've got jump faces like this where you can get absolutely sideways. That is not coming back round. Oh my god. That's the point that I made it to. I didn't get any further on that. So all of this now is brand new to me. But I like the ruts so far. The ruts hold you really well, which is something very difficult to get right in bikes. I feel like they're either too sharp or not built up enough to where the bike doesn't hold you. There's some roughness, not too much. Oh my god, I'm going to go over the berm. Oh god, this is why I usually like to do a lap or two before I start a video. Otherwise, I just keep crashing over and over. So that's a very short lap time, actually. I didn't expect it to be as short as it was. I mean, when you're floating above the track, it looks a hell of a lot bigger. There's some nice, like, tiny choppy bumps into there, but nothing that upsets the bike too much. I'm not sure if anybody rides this on a 450 or something like that, let me know. But I'm not sure on if the traction is like really tacky, or if it's just where I'm riding the 250 after like quite a while off of it, and I'm used to the 450 traction again. But please do let me know. But it feels incredibly grippy right now on the TM 250, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that is the bike or if it is the track. That jump's a little bit of an awkward one. I've got to remember that I need to hook a little bit more of a right. I like the ruts and the rough around there. Little uphill, pop back around to the right. This one I over jumped on my first lap. That was much better that time. It's right. Have we got many viable lines? Seems like the track's just pretty rapid. We've got jump into that rut. Go on. Oh, that was nice. That felt really clean. Like really clean. Let's not flatland it and kill ourselves here this time. Thank you. Although I still got a little bit sideways on the landing. Up and over, and double. I'm sure there's like a double line or a triple win there somewhere. And up and over here. I mean, so lap times are only... Oh, God, I've done it again 2 laps in a row. Can I survive this one? That is literally identical to the last lap. So 1 minute, probably like 1 minute 30-ish sort of lap times if I didn't crash, which is... It's not a big track by any means, but it seems like it's very fast, and... Oh, God. Whoa. Oh, tiptoeing over there. The ruts in that corner are very small. I imagine once this track gets a bit eroded as well, you might be able to turn a bit faster. But then these little pre-built erode bumps are probably going to get a little bit gnarly. Oh god! Oh god! Bring it back! Skirt! Stop! There we go. Nice. Okay, we'll go again. I'm gonna I'll get round to the other side of this track, and then I'll go and toot all my way over to the main track and see how that one is, which I haven't touched yet. So I feel like there'll probably be a few crashes in there, but I'm going to just try and be patient, take my time, hope things all go well. but it's got a good flow to it. Obviously, I've never seen any real life footage of this track. I've never watched it on, not watched any GoPro YouTube videos, so I can't speak for the like realism / replication side of things. However, I did see one person comment on the MXB mods post saying that he's done a really good job and it's identical. So I'll take their word for that. We're going to jump over this bad boy. We're going to hit these like next two corners, so we're facing the other direction, and then we're just going to keep going in a straight line. Actually, we're going to intentionally jump over that berm that I keep jumping over this time, because that is the way we need to go. We need to cut through all of the trucks and the trailers in the paddock, and it's this one right here. So let's send this bad boy. Probably not going to downside the berm at all. No. We're up. Oh, is this over the bars? Oh, survive. Oh, that was close. That was very, very, very close. I like these lodges. So I'm guessing this is... Obviously, a lot of you guys will know a whole lot more than me. I don't know the ins and outs of this. But is this a place that you can go and stay and train? Kind of like... oh, God, what is it? Kind of like MTF, for example. Like where you can actually go and stay and kind of ride every day and things like that. I don't know, but I've just seen these cabins and wondering. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're just like toilets or something like that. I have no idea. But this is the main track, so just got to make sure that I'm actually going the right way. I'm pretty sure that finish line was pointing me in the right direction. So let's try this one out as well. Again, it's nice to see, like straight off the bat, nice to see some pre-built rough onto it. I've got no track map because... so one thing that Kelvin does really well, well, I say really well, I'm not sure on how much it entails to do, but he makes... So say we've got a compound or a facility like this, for example, where there are multiple tracks, he'll give you multiple download links to download all the tracks kind of individually. So whilst they're all in the same track, you can set up the timing gates for each one individually. So I won't have actually any lap times as I'm riding around here because I'm still on the pro track, so to speak. But yeah, if you want to mix things up, try your times on each one, you can do, which is really, really nice. It's not like it's just a massive compound and you've got to pick one out of the two, three, four tracks sometimes to ride and do lap times, and that's it. So it's nice, you get to mix things up a little bit, get to compare lap times with your friends regardless on which track it is that you're choosing. And this one as well seems like a very, very fast pace, like super, super fast. And I was about to jinx myself. I'm glad that I crashed before that. I was about to say, I don't feel like the bumps disrupt you too much, but just end up eating the grass. Or there's not much grass, is there? Just end up eating the dirt. There we go, that's what I meant to say. I think this track's longer, just looking at it, when I was looking at it from a bird's eye perspective, the track looks longer. I'm not sure of the actual lap times. I mean, if I was smart enough, I would have just downloaded both like versions of the track so I could kind of back out and reload it with times. But it's not the end of the world. We're just here for fun. I'm not trying to set the world alight. But actually, no, that is a lap already. So I'm going to compare actually. So I crossed the line at 2:37, and we'll see what the time is when we cross the line next time. So you can really carry a lot of speed around the outsides in this corner, which is nice. Which makes me believe that there's going to be more than just one line choice, like one viable option. Because I hate it when you get like the inside line is super, super OP and then nothing else really compares to it, because just the route on the inside is so big, you can carry so much speed around it that nothing else really matters. And it works both ways. You know, sometimes some tracks have the tiniest of inside ruts and then massive outside berms where you don't need to take the insides at all. So I imagine this, from a track creator's perspective, it's probably incredibly difficult to get that balance right, and I can't imagine the amount of testing that must go into it. I'm sure some people spend a whole lot more time testing than others, and then you've also got to take maybe like skill into account as well. Like if let's say someone's a really, really good track creator but they're not as good at the game, how do they kind of find that line on maybe like lines that are doable, which ones aren't, what lines are OP in corners compared to others? I imagine it's all about balance, I reckon. Don't go over the bars, thank you. One of them situations there where I just had to let go of the controller and let the bike do itself. Don't go over the berm 2 laps in a row. I'm on completely stock TM suspension right now, so I have no idea if it's good or not. I'm guessing that I'm probably just trying to go a little bit too fast into these corners than what I should do, which is why the front end's trying to tuck on me a little bit. And if anybody has been around for a while, you'll remember last Supercross season, I'd done like 5 or so rounds, I want to say, on the TM. I was like really, really enjoying it, and somehow managing to get some wins. I had no idea at the time until I looked back and done like a shootout video that I think the TM's actually the heaviest bike, so it should be struggling in terms of power. And I definitely do notice that if you switch from like the TM to the KX or the CR, for example, you'll find that, this is speaking about Supercross to be exact, you'll find that you can kind of triple intersection stuff much easier on the other bikes. This one does feel a little bit tanky when you get to it, but Nationals, and I feel like when you, like, Nationals it's easier to do well on the quote-unquote the non-meta bikes, if that makes sense, because once you get up to speed, you can kind of, for the most part, you can carry that speed everywhere. It's only really the cornering that will affect you, whereas on Supercross, obviously you've got bikes that have more acceleration than others and are better or worse to that extent. But the TM, I might have ranked the TM very close towards the bottom of my 450 shootout, and I generally can't remember how it felt when I was riding it. But I think when I done my 250 one, the TM was kind of middle ground. You know, it was up there for the most part. But yeah, there was one period of time where I was riding it and winning a couple races, and I was just seeing more and more of them popping up in online lobbies, and it was really nice to just know that. Well, I think it was me that done it and kind of created that effect, but really, really nice to see. Now, this is the part that's going to be difficult. I don't know which way around this track's meant to go. I'm just going to look at the faces of some of these jumps. I think it's meant to go the other way. Let me spin around. We shall see. What's this like jumping this way? Oh, that feels a little bit steeper. And then we've got ruts on the face. Yeah, okay. No, I'm pretty confident this would be the way. Jump into the corner. There we go. This is something that can be a little bit tricky to do in bikes when we've got these little like doubling braking bumps into corners and such. The physics are a little bit strange sometimes. Yeah, that feels about right, but oh, this is nice and technical. It'll definitely, I think I said this as well with the Moto Factory compound. They got like a turn track in there as well. And if you do get any spare time, I'd 100% recommend just going onto these small turn tracks and just trying to find a bit of a flow, a bit of a rhythm, and be smooth, because it will, well, first of all, it'll improve your cornering, I think, and then that'll translate everywhere. It's not just like really tight, twisty bits that it will improve you on, but it will also help you with the low speed physics of the game. So I know sometimes they can be a little bit challenging, and the bike does handle different at lower speeds compared to high speeds. Or I thought I was going to be able to double into that right really nicely. I was very, very close. But overall, I feel like this is a pretty, so I'm not going to say compound, because it's not a compound, it's a training facility. Very, very solid, like 2 tracks in there. I could very, very easily see actual organised events being held on either one. They're both really good tracks. If I had to pick a favourite, I would probably say the main track, so the second one that I done in this video, is my favourite over the pro one. Just something about how it flows and how the ruts hold you a little bit better. That's my personal opinion. Again, really good track. I don't know how it looks in person, in real life, so I can't comment onto the realism side of things or the replication side of things, but as I said earlier, from what I've seen in the comments, people seem to be quite happy. Everyone seems to be enjoying it, and it's kind of what we come to expect from Kelvin now. He's set this standard of his tracks, and he just kind of he knocks it out of the park each time, and it's not a case of he's just pumping out tracks for the sake of pumping them out. It looks like he generally takes his time on things and then doesn't release them until they're good to go, and he's really happy with them, which is always nice to see as well. And I love it because I get to make some nice videos, and I get something new and fun and interesting to ride on. So thank you very much, Kelvin, for this new one. Thank you guys for watching as well, most importantly. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to quickly look at this board before I sign off because I saw contact information. I wonder if that's real. I hope it's not real. Don't do any prank calls or anything, but there you go. Jimmy Weinert training facility and riding park. Cool. Yeah. Open daily. Oh, God, I wish we had that in the UK. We don't get anything like that. We just get, like, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays for the most part. But yeah, sorry, that'll do it from me. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want.